What inspired the Proud of Me visual?
For real.
Because you creative directed that too, right? Or art directed it.
When I made that song, it was in a place where people was approaching me, and I felt like with doubts, in senses that I was in need of something. And for a moment, I almost made the mistake of thinking the same as they thought. And it was like the moment I just described to you. The shit was packed out. It was unreleased music, and people was jamming, mosh pit, like all in the crowd. It was just crazy. And it's like, yo, you did that on your own. Like, you can't never let anything discourage you, any sort of doubt set in your mind. Feed your faith and starve your doubt always. And so I made Proud of Me just was in that type of I'm the bitch type of mood, and yeah, it just came together. So when I made the visual, I wanted to represent basically the ones that they doubted. The two girls are like my best friends and shit. Both our mothers, you know what I'm saying, doing what they need to do. Both thick, you know what I'm saying, and fucking black excellence to the core, you know what I'm saying, doing everything they need to do. Tamara, you know what I'm saying. I had like literally put a post, I need a little person, you know what I'm saying, because they always gonna put these little different things and stereotypes that you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do that. And we had to knock out a white privilege pinata. It was a lot of different things I wanted, but I couldn't get. I wanted a drag queen. I wanted to represent for the gays. Couldn't get a gay. So I was the gay representative in that jump. But yeah, I was really discouraged the whole time shooting it because it was a lot of people that were supposed to be there that didn't get there. So I went to like the fucking art supply store and I just started picking up stuff. It was kind of last minute, but I did have a different idea of what it was supposed to be, and then it kind of came up, just started like improving the fuck out of it.
Sometimes it's better when there's less people there. Anyway.
And the birds was representing like, you always gonna fly and take off no matter the storm.
Yeah. So you talk a lot about like white privilege, black excellence, blackness. Some of that is probably influenced by your background, but is there something like that happened to you growing up that kind of like emphasized, or your parents like really big on that? Or is DC just like a black power kind of city?
I come from PG County, which is like one of the most wealthiest black counties in America, and you have everything there. It's not just one stereotype of just like, you know, poverty or poor or struggling or hard going, but you do have that. You have the middle class and you have people who own businesses. So it shows you like what you can be, you know what I'm saying? There's black people there that's always gonna tell you pull up your pants, or like basically remind you of where you coming from and like your ancestors and shit like that. So, and I also had a white mom too, black dad. So it was definitely different balances and shit that I was learning growing up.
And how has that affected your music?
I want to say my parents didn't really like, I could just say shout out to my mom. She always encouraged me type shit. Biracial, you have different things going in it, but like, it was also, I mean, people, sometimes you're like, you're too light, or you're not this, you're not accepted from either side, but for real, that's everywhere you go. Like, I was a tomboy. I wasn't accepted growing up too much off of that, and when people saw me, it was just always like, that was more of a troubling factor than like me being light-skinned. It was more so like, are you a girl or a boy? Like, I really had that question all the time. I would be at the skating rink and girls would come up to me and try to talk to me, because I wore the slick back ponytail and the braids and shit like that. And people look down upon that shit, as opposed to right now where it's kind of like free and everything. But that was more so as growing into like all these little different, little different speed bumps. It was just like, fuck it, I can do whatever the fuck I want, and fuck you, and watch me do it type shit. And that really affected my music, giving me confidence and like being able to express myself and have a baby and like, yeah.
Have a baby. I feel like we went from
as a lesbian, I have a baby with music every day.
Or a real baby, whichever baby you want. So like 2 more questions. The first one is,
because making a song, once you finish a song, is literally like reaching climax in sex. I don't know about everybody else, but that's what it feels like for me. It feels like I bust a nut. Like once y'all like finish that song, and I want to do it again.
What is the songwriting process like though? Like you you start with the hook, or you just go in and start freestyling, or like?
It depends,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? When you have sex, doesn't it start different ways, you know what I'm saying?
It depends on the person.
Might start with some top, might start with some other things, like,
I think it
it
depends on
goes
the
different
person.
ways.
Yeah, it depends.
Might start with just the melody, and then it leads to something big, and boom, you make a baby. For real.
Yes.
That shit feel good, and then when you look back at it,
You remember.
no, I'm saying, when you press play, you look
I know.
back at it, like,
you
yeah.
remember. Yeah. Yeah, you remember.
Like, I just did that. Fuck the shit out that mic. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so who do you see yourself working with production-wise? Like, or I guess like what producer is next that you really like to work with?
Gosh. I should be prepared to say something like this. But you know what? Just to name one off top, because there's so many. I want to work with them all, but like one off top, and yeah, this is probably reach, but Honorable C Note. I'm saying it now. Honorable C Note was good. Yeah. Because he made one of my faves, like, ever.
Which one?
20 Minutes by Lil Uzi. When you screw and chop it, oh my gosh, that's something beautiful. Now I know when he finished that song,
He did. That was a baby.
he was done for the night probably.
Yeah, that was a baby.
He couldn't come back.
Maybe.
Couldn't go for another round probably. Like that probably was that knockout round.
I have faith in him.
They probably celebrate. Like, you know, after you knock
Which-
it
are we
out,
talking
you go
about-
get water.
Are we talking about Lil Uzi or Honorable C Note afterwards? Because I feel like Uzi could probably go for like 3 more songs.
That probably was the last round.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
20 minutes or 20 more?
Okay.
20 more minutes and 20 more.
Uzi seems like a machine to me at this point. Like, I really feel like.
Yes, Uzi. We don't want you to retire. I love you.
I know. Okay, so what's next for you?
What's next? TSA, we dropping next month. Catch me, you know what I'm saying, creating some different pieces and shit like that. Getting my acting on. Stacy working hard. Butter's working hard. We're cooking. You know, we're feeding the community. We're living healthy. We're staying hydrated. We don't get high. We get hydrated. You hear me?
One last message for your fans.
Give love, get love. I love you. My name is Kelow LaTesha, and I'm here. Thank you for watching this, and I appreciate you. Keep fucking with me on this journey.
Sick at you. Tell a little this here, who call it live. They Titanics, they sink in they ship. Free Fabio, Corella got